welcome to the continuing saga.
Yeah.
We're going to start as soon as you get your cards with Matt doing an alcohol/drug tolerance roll for me because it's that kind of deal.
Ah! Oh, I didn't tell the guys. When you all logged off last night, the last skill I was leveling up was my alcohol drugs tolerant, and it hit 101.
Wow.
It is now my highest stat.
Wow.
I cannot hear Pete.
I can hear Pete.
Oh, bugger.
So you cannot hear me,
guys.
Matt?
You need to be able to hear Pete so he
Do
can
your
tell
thing
you how to
again.
fix it.
I heard them for a bit, and then it crackled like you plugged something in wrong.
Okay, hold on. Let me unplug Matt and then plug him back in. I see. Yes. And hold on. Headphones. Okay, Pete, say stuff to Matt.
Matt is a very pretty boy.
Yay!
Yep, he heard me.
Great. Chris and Pete, please draw some cards. And Matt, give me the alcohol tolerance. Drug tolerance thing.
Negative 30.
Got it. Right. You
I have
guys
a whole
are.
card, just letting you guys know.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
You guys are in Burlington at the bar that's in the.
Oh, hold on. Sorry. I've got to lock it in. Okay.
You just need some victories now.
Yeah.
You could whole card lock it in.
That's what I thought. Or not. Yeah, we could lock in the. No, I don't know. I'll just keep it.
Yeah.
Also, does anyone have really shit cards?
Yeah, pretty much.
Do you want to give me one of those and I'll give you a discard? And you can refill your hand.
Sure. Here, have a nada.
Yay!
I have more crap cards if you wish.
No, just that one. My rest of my cards are good.
Alright. Alright, so let's see. Does anybody want dancing plus 20?
Nope.
No. That's pretty much the best. Well, I've got dancing plus
Actually,
20.
no. Give me the dancing plus 20 for the nutter. Because you discard them anyway.
Right?
Yeah, that's right.
Didn't think about
that. Matt is the dancing
you
queen.
never know in this campaign.
That's right.
Yeah.
It would come in handy yesterday. I've also got a skill plus 5 and a full clip is a heavy clip if anybody wants either of those two before I discard.
A dance off is always in the works.
Question. I forgot. Can you stack move
I'll take the happy clip.
Ability and cards?
Pardon
There
me?
you go.
Can you stack move enhancing like abilities or cards?
Like, what do you mean?
So can you do fancy moves and say my quick ability?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you go nuts.
So you'd get 3 actions.
Yeah. Yeah. Then you could pretend you're a really senior vampire in the White Wolf thing.
I don't need to pretend.
Fair enough. So, you guys are. It just shows the camera kind of pan over, and Doc Fulton is looking at like an old 1950s Golf Digest magazine, and Holmes is ruminating upon the mysteries of the universe, and it just shows Alex carefully stacking another upside down shot glass on top of this fucking huge elaborate pyramid, and the camera pulls back from it, and it looks like one of the fancy ones in Mexico or something like that.
Well, I'm just on the corner of it, and as it pans out, it grows towards the side of me like. Oh.
It became a serve yourself bar about the time that last night kind of eventually something happened, and then it was slowly becoming morning, but that didn't really stop you guys from doing whatever you're doing. It is always Friday here. Just another one of the stacked up mysteries of the universe, like fucking cordwood, which is probably what sends Holmes into occasional ruminations about what in the fuck is going on.
If we open to thank God it's Friday, a TGIF here, oh my God.
I was thinking about it. I was thinking, now what is that place called? Yeah, thank you. I was thinking that.
I mean, it would fit. I mean, it would be perfect.
You'd be busy all the time.
Well, since it's Friday, I should go to the Friday restaurant.
There's several empty storefronts, isn't there? There's 2 or 3 empty storefronts because weren't we looking at? Weren't you guys looking at potentially using them for storing of the cryo chambers at one stage?
Mm-hmm. I have the deed to one of them somewhere.
Do you recall what happened to the Velvet Elvis painting?
Yeah, it's at the mansion in red carpet in my bedroom.
So it is where I thought it was. Yes, so that's what I thought. It was in the mansion. Yes, until the police seized it. Yep, beautiful. I thought that was the case. I just wanted to confirm.
Wow.
If there's one thing you can say about Logan's campaign, it's not dull. How many times can the answer be to a question, it was seized by the police? It happens a lot.
It was either seized by the police or it got lost in a vapor because of a card. I mean, what happened? Oh, I drew no MasterCard. They said, you didn't eat ass. Take your shit.
Well, I porridge to a bunch of Morlocks. Then we started doing donuts. Then someone did a shit on their front doorstep.
How fucked up is that? Yeah. So you guys are hanging out, just watching Alex continue to fucking pound back, and you're not even sure. He always seems happy to be drinking, but it doesn't seem to affect him. Most people want to feel drunk. Like, you know, I mean, he acts drunk, but he normally acts drunk. It's like that Johnny Depp pirate character is always staggering around and shit because he's been on the ocean too long and gotten too many fucking diseases, you know. Yes, I the first time I was on the ocean for like over a week, then I was staggering around like that, and people all assumed I was drunk, and it's like, sea legs bad. Then I started talking like, you know, bad imitation of Johnny Depp, and that did not help my case. So anyway, what do you guys do?
Okay, so sorry, is it evening or morning?
No, it's morning right now. It's Friday morning.
Oh, excuse me.
So,
oh my God.
What's that?
That's so fucking fast. I was just looking at, I was like, oh, I think I want to try and get the next healing spell. Which one is that again? Oh, Awaken. That's going to be hard because I have to keep slapping people in the face. Then I was like, oh no, I've got the next one down, which is Calm, which is calms down the insane. Yesterday? Oh, that's just fucking priceless. I was in a hotbed of, like, I can get the next one for healing. No. Missed my chance. Oh fuck. Oh well.
Yeah, but your village people took them. So
we can actually we
still got the 2 ladies.
Yes, you can still do, and the MMO land is a better place to cast magic as well. We don't have to worry about
That's true.
Forcing it. So, did we want to do some research into that triangle?
Yes. I think that's a good idea. I think we kind of all know probably what it's going to lead to, but it's probably worth checking it out.
Doc, do you get a sense of it pulling in a direction at the moment? In Burlington?
I focus on it, Logan.
It's a very weak pull, but yeah, and which is it's like it's like it's pulling, but it doesn't seem sure which direction it wants to pull you, but it wants to go somewhere.
Yeah, so I mean that could be just the nature of Burlington.
Well, it's in the middle of all that, the gatage, so it makes sense to me.
Yeah. What I was thinking is perhaps if you make use of the Super Duper Mark and is it Long's clothing store, and Alex disguises us, and then we via Clems go to Red Carpet and do some research in Red Carpet. If people feel safe to head to Red Carpet disguised.
That's fine.
Yeah. I'm game.
And
Look at the.
I'm just thinking the best place for us to go somewhere to do research into it at the moment, so I suspect Red Carpet. Gothic San Angeles is not a safe place for Alex, so that's possibly not a good place to go. Especially considering the ruling council are supposedly the most powerful magic users there.
At the moment.
Yes. Just more so that suddenly having the Dark Council wanting or deciding, let's go after this person, I think will make doing research difficult. Even though Doc and I do have a membership to the library there.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, that was my thinking. I'm not sure if you guys had any thoughts as to where we should take this next.
Yeah. Obviously, Burlington's really no good.
Well, there's so much going on that you guys actually have to figure out what to go after. Fortunately, you're all experienced players, and you can fucking not be distracted by you hear a car crunch into something outside.
Yeah.
I go outside and see what's going on. Punch everyone in the face. What was that? Oh, sorry.
We all just got up and ran out.
Ooh, what's that?
Right, you check it out. It looks like the lady, one of the ladies, is backed up into something, and she's like, "Oh my!" And the guy's doing the.
We've seen this one before.
You totally have, yes.
That's a loop of the, yes.
Just
Silly
leave it,
women
it's
drivers.
Calm down.
Oh man, it's gonna be so many people slap Silvis.
Bernie Mac slap.
Mm-hmm. I always imagine the calm down thing is from the movie Airplane, where the lady was getting hysterical in the chair.
Mhm.
And that's what he's doing with the spell.
I think it should be the same for calm down. You're going insane. Calm down.
Perfect.
Wake up. Everything medically wrong with you on this tree of healing will be fixed by slapping the
Slapping the taste out of the mouth. Oh man. So anyway.
Yes. Yeah.
Figure out where you want to go. Everybody's looking at their notes and writing.
No, we know we've got loads to do. I mean, straight off the
yeah.
bat, obviously, we were given 3 things we could do at the end of the last campaign.
Perfect.
In a matter of 5 minutes. But
yes,
we're trying to prioritize. We have many things to do, but we know some of them are time sensitive. So
I'm going to get some nuts while you guys figure out what you're after.
Yeah.
That's a lot of nuts.
That's a lot of nuts.
So yeah, so red carpet, guys, or somewhere else.
That sounds like a good idea, actually.
Right.
Plus, we can see the lay of the land there and see what else going on.
I would
Yeah,
be
yeah.
interested to go just to see what's changed there.
Yes.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, exactly. The other thing I was thinking is whether or not we wanted to explore options of trying to get white back, trying to recreate white.
I'm kind of neutral on that subject.
Yeah, but the whole Highlander past healing is quite useful.
He might not be happy to see me.
Yeah, possibly. It's just something else. I was just thinking whether or not
Just like you guys and Indigo.
True. Although white's gone for everyone, so I don't know if white would be that.
Yeah.
No,
well,
White's pretty neutral about you dropping and coming back for them. Like, at least unless you're like completely against them. At least they seem like they have a level head about shit. But I really don't think that is. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I just think obviously that whole thing could entail the fragile granddaughter or daughter or whatever the fuck we haven't named.
Yeah.
So how we go about that, unless you guys have some ideas. I wouldn't really know where to start because I was not around for a lot of the white disappearing shit and Chris saving the daughter and all that.
Basically, white in the shape of Janice walked the pattern, and that basically freed Janice of white. So white went poof into the ether, presumably. So whether or not it's just a matter of doing something to cause white to remanifest in red carpet, or white's going for good, I don't know.
You say Janice or Jana?
Janice, as in your daughter, the merged daughters. I don't know what her actual name is. Well, I'm just referring to her as Genesis. That's what the thingy referred to as.
Yeah.
The prophecy. But I don't actually know what her real name is.
Nor do I.
That look Alex Kinley has when he realized that he may be hit for child support payments.
Man, don't worry. My first purchase is going to be Father of the Year t-shirt.
All right. So we shall get equipment so that Alex can disguise us and himself appropriately for red carpet.
Oh, he wants to be the unicorn.
Okay, so Alex, just to make it easy on Logan, I just want one disguise roll for all of you. Lower is better.
Yeah, good.
Okay, although you guys have kind of a retro feel, it should fit into the red carpet that you knew so well.
Yes, and that's it, that we knew. That is part of our concern.
I don't know why you'd be concerned about that. There's absolutely nothing to panic over.
All right.
What's a blind going on?
Mm-hmm.
Let's go to Clem's. Oh, no, let's not go. Yeah.
Yep.
Sorry, no, just occurred to me that we need to make a stop. That it might be good if Doc and I make a stop off at Gothic briefly and get some decoder rings, because assumably the triangle's a magic item.
Yeah. And what about our glasses are there, I'm sure.
And our glasses as well. Yes, exactly.
What? Okay, we can. Can't we get decoder rings from here anymore?
Yeah, but it takes a day.
Well, you go do that. I'll go and set up another drop, so in a day there will have more here as well.
Yep, sounds good.
I think we might be spending quite a bit of time in Burlington on and off the next couple.
Yeah. until we find another safe haven, yes, we need to establish some other safe havens. I was half contemplating, except for the fact that it's going to be freezing, that where the Wild West women came from.
I'm ready for that too, by the way.
Because we know they're not there anymore, and we just have to get, well, we know that we, based on our previous experiences, presumably we'd be able to use Clem to get there, even if Clem is broken there. We just then, once we're there, we just need to fix Clem. Depending on how broken he is. But then, yeah, so that potentially is a hideout point as well. I was thinking. Anyway, all right, let's do this.
Right.
So you guys say break, and where do you go to first?
So Doc and I are going to Gothic San Angeles.
Not Alex?
I'm staying in Burlington.
You're trying to guard the alcohol, aren't you?
I'm going to get more decoder rings on order.
So we've got it back up.
Okay. So you guys head over. Clem's like, howdy, what can I do you for?
Shave, please.
Hot towel?
Yes, thank you.
Where are you going back to?
Gothic San Angeles, please.
Wherever he's going.
Well, that's not a good sign.
There's a weird kind of, and he goes, all righty. And
you bum.
You guys sit down, have the hot towels put over your face. He takes them off again, says, shave.
Look out the window.
It looks and sounds and smells just like you expected it to.
I will check. Have I gained more tarot cards? Because that will give an indication if it's changed dramatically.
Yeah. However, Pete, give me a essence times 2 roll.
Essence times 2. That button there. No.
Chris, give me an essence times 1, and if you make it, analyze magic.
I'm looking for my cards. Hold on.
Bummer. Okay.
You know, I'll blow a reroll for silliness.
Ooh.
Nah.
No worries.
All right. We
head why you wouldn't bring Alex Skinley here. So
we head to the White Dove.
No problem. When you get to the White Dove, the guy who runs shit for you looks relieved to see you, and he says, oh, thank God you're here, sir. We have had problems.
What problems?
Well, sir, we've gotten sued, and then the government came and they took most of the money out of the account for court costs and stuff like that. There was some guy whose tower got hit and he wanted money and he didn't get any. So then he let the government know and he sued us. And then, I mean, they paid him back his money, and that was a very small amount of the money that was in the bank account. But then the government took a whole bunch of the money, like most of it. So right now we're kind of, we're getting close. We probably got less than a month of operating costs left before we just fucking collapse.
So why were we sued?
Apparently some guys from here took a flying car and they hit a tower that belonged to somebody else. And he wanted money to repair it, and they said, we'll pay you later. And then he got mad that later wasn't soon enough.
Okay. All right. So yeah, we've got less than a month.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, we'll need to source some funds in.
That would be great, sir.
Besides that, anything else?
Mm,
Any garden gnomes turning up?
no, sir.
Good. Any
Yep.
strange people loitering with intent?
Other than the ones that normally come here? No,
yes,
sir.
other than the ones that normally come.
They are strange and they are people.
All right.
But yeah,
And how's the general feel of the city at the moment? We've been out of town.
aside from the government just really shafting us hard, it seems okay.
Okay. No major issues happening that people are worried about, or major catastrophes?
He begins to tell you a bunch of minor shit that's not overly important right now.
Okay. I just heard mention of something about a lich or something that somebody said. I don't know.
I remember a few months ago there was one that ran away up north somewhere.
Okay. I
God
assume
knows
the Dark Council would have taken care of that anyway. With their military.
If they can find them, but liches are notoriously hard to kill.
I just meant like the supposed zombie army and ghouls that were with the lich.
Mm-hmm.
That rumors mentioned.
Yeah. No. Everything seems
lovely.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so let's grab our crap and hoof it.
No problem. You guys are basically grabbing crap and then heading off quick.
Yep.
No problem. You all of your shit that was on you is nice and neat in your PC base, and it even looks as though it's been cleaned and stuff like that, and it's in your individual rooms and such.
Mm-hmm.
So apparently having a base is paying off.
Well, that's partly one of the reasons I was thinking about trying to get reestablished white and red carpet, is that way.
Yeah.
Having red carpet as another base would be useful.
Mm-hmm.
Especially for getting modern day gear.
Yeah. So yeah, you guys get that, and right, you get back to the barber shop. You go through your little speech and stuff, and the towels are placed over your head, and then you hear the window shattering, and you hear what? And you hear a weird kind of scratch, and then the towels are taken off your face, and Clem's like, "Shave?"
Is there something there in Clem's?
No, not at all. You're looking around like, the fuck. No, everything's fine here.
Are we in Burlington again?
Oh yes,
it so must have been old guys playing checkers and whatever.
Yeah, yes, everything is normal for Burlington here. You're thinking it must have been just as we were leaving.
Yep. So it was just as we flipped. All right, so it didn't prevent us from flipping.
Apparently, you got out in time, or the process had started in time, or dramatic irony is functioning fine. Something is up. Meanwhile, you see a very frustrated Alex Kinley coming back. He looks like he needs a drink.
Okay.
There's something new for you.
How'd you go, Alex?
The bad shit is that apparently they're out of Ovaltine stuff.
What? Someone's broken Burlington?
Mm-hmm.
Apparently.
Something's up.
Okay.
Yeah, they're just sold out. They tell you they'll get some more in a couple of days.
Yeah, of course.
Maybe Monday.
I mean, it could always be. It could be that your friends from Kinleyville have bought up all the Ovaltine.
We'll have to stop doing that. I love this drink. It's lovely. Stop it. Right.
Did you? No,
It feels just a little off here, and you're not
Yeah.
sure what's up.
blur Alex on the situation, like how Clem reacted, etc.
It couldn't be the invading brick building that's coming through a walk.
Possibly.
Could it by any chance?
Possibly it is causing Clem to be disrupted. Oh, I can't remember. Were you with us, Doc, when we asked Clem about I can't even think what his first name is now. Swift, not Justice, his dad. I've got a mental blank what his name is.
The R2 stare at you for a while.
Anyway, Clem's eyes went red for a bit, and there was a bit of a, like, something weird was going on.
Well, I mean, that usually happens, you know, when you talk about the Swift family.
Yes, but it was interesting that Clem actually reacted at all. That's it, John Swift. I asked him to take us to John Swift. He stuttered, his eyes glowed red and then faded, and then he said, "I'm sorry, I do not understand." So, remembered about the image of justice.
Yeah, I just had a very horrible feeling that the Zorg's going to end up turning to be Justice Swift.
Yeah,
I don't know, but Justice wasn't evil though, was he? He was just.
Wasn't, but it doesn't mean he isn't now.
True.
He certainly had the capacity for it.
Mm.
No, he was kind of evil in his own way, though. I mean,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
Torturing animals, I think, stuff like that.
Torturing the PCs like animals.
Torturing PCs like animals.
Yeah, but he never wanted to end the world, though.
Yeah, exactly. He wasn't an evil. Let's go destroy the world type.
Yeah, but if this is not a real world, it might just be a game to him.
Yeah.
I still remember when was it Doc Fulton in Egypt and Justice came in on a motorbike, or was that a different character?
That might be right.
That was such a fucking weird, iconic scene.
So off to
Red
Red
carpet.
Carpet.
Yes.
You guys all head over and occupy 3 of the 4 chairs and Clem's. Clem goes through his little speech with you and puts the towels on you. And you guys ask for where?
Well, let's see. Well, last time we heard it was called Gotham, so we'll ask for Gotham.
No problem. And you guys pop on over to Gotham. Everybody gets cards, tarot cards. Yes, indeedy, feed the needy. Let's see, the tarot cards that you guys get. See what I mean, Pete, about this shit can go really quick.
Yes. Yes, in this regard, yes.
Uh-huh.
I hand my cards over immediately. Here.
That was the other reason I wanted to get the decoder rings, was so that we don't start losing tarot cards.
That would suck. Okay, right, Pete?
Yep.
Chris would have gotten the King of Cups, the 3 of Cups. Matt would have gotten the Moon and the Page of Swords. Yours would have been the 7 of Pentacles and the High Priestess, which does not look like Matty anymore.
Thank you. And again, none of the cards look like anybody we know, or look different to what they standard.
No. And your fucking brain tells you 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 26, 27, 9. Yeah. The three of you would need to visit 9 additional new zones, and then you just shit out your own fucking magic deck thing, if that's even possible, right the fuck now, and just shit one out.
We can do that next 2 hours.
Well, we've got 18. Yeah, so we've got an 18 so far.
Yeah. So there you go. Yeah, you're keeping your tarot cards on you, Pete, yes?
At the moment, yes.
Don't want to risk leaving them in the White Dove in case somebody sets fire to your nice wooden structure?
Pretty much.
Okay. So
and Burlington, unfortunately, sometimes when you leave stuff there, it's not there. It disappears when Burlington resets. So besides Burlington liking to get invaded all the time.
Yeah. Okay.
And, do you have a weapon that's tricked?
Yes.
So if not, a tarot deck I'm sure would fit in a general pocket.
I don't think it would fit the. I'd have to reread the spell, but I'm not sure it would fit the thing of a general pocket.
Pocket is
it'd only work for like one card.
Yeah.
One item.
I think you need a more advanced pocket, which I don't have.
If it's a small object, I would say a pack of cards is a small object, but
you can only have one of each of the pockets. Oh yeah, but the trick and the pocket you can have going at the same time, can't you?
I don't believe.
Yeah, one trick, one pocket, one bag.
Yeah.
I think.
Oh, you can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Right.
So how big a bottle of alcohol can I get in a general pocket?
It should say in the description.
It says a small item.
I would consider like a liter bottle acceptable, just because you love your booze. Yeah.
Not being pedantic, but then surely a pack of playing cards would be about the same size.
But it's one item.
Yeah.
So the example, Matt, in the spell, it talks about a set of lockpicks, and that if you did general pocket on it, it would only do one of the lockpicks.
Oh, okay. Oh, I'm going to get a liter bottle of whiskey as soon as I can. That shit.
I was going to say it especially given that if you guys really put your minds to practicing the pocket shit, then it's very possible to get up to like even the Santa Claus thing where it's like, I have shit. You know, you're pulling the Doctor Who or whatever at that point, just pulling shit out.
Yeah.
I've actually got general pocket up quite a bit, but it's never critted it yet.
Outside, the biggest change that you notice right away is it's nighttime. In fact, it's chilly nighttime. The city's massively changed. It's like someone built a nightmare out of metal and stone, like hell erupted through the pavement and built a city. The Gothic architecture gives off a suffocating and maddening vibe. Stone gargoyles peer down from their lofty perches atop buildings. The whole city feels oppressive, gritty. The street signs seem muted as though through a darker filter. The city soundtrack seems comprised of angry motorists honking at each other and police sirens.
Okay, so the city hasn't slowly evolved back to how it previously should have been. It's gotten worse.
Yeah.
It's totally, if you wanted to film your own Dark Knight Returns, this is the place. You have a massive set, and you're all actors.
So is it? I wonder if New York is suing him.
Good question. Now the funny thing is that the whole Batman vibe thing was kind of like retro thing. Clems fits right in. He's always been retro. So yeah, that's kind of a good thing. If Clems was like a trendy, hip neon place and stuff with the very effeminate men barbers and shit, it may not have survived this kind of change, but Clem's has always been kind of old timey, and it fits into.
We fit in as well walking out because what we're wearing.
Totally. I was gonna say you guys absolutely fit in because you're in the 1950s clothes. And although, like, the weirdest thing you see is that there's a phone booth under construction, and you see a lot less people staring at their phone. There's still some, but you know, just looking at shit, it's like stuff is happening here. And also, I'm assuming you guys are going out and walking around. You're not just holding up in the barber shop.
No, we're going to hide here and just pick out the window. Not yet. We're going around.
Another thing that's going on is there's several different statues of Batman that are either built or being built because he may not have been the hero that the city wanted, but it was the hero the city needed.
Oh boy.
Do the statues have glowing yellow eyes?
Not yet. That's right now. I'm gonna guess with your disguise that you've got at least fucking shades on or something.
Yeah.
Because when you said incognito, I'm assuming you're going around with like at least the I'm a vampire shades. Yeah.
Why do you have those?
Because he's got glowing yellow eyes.
Yeah.
I hand him my old contacts. What are you doing? I don't understand.
The full eye contacts are not super comfortable to wear, but since you guys don't really care about comfort because I'm not able to torture you physically when you're wearing them, you could let them down.
I'll just soak them in alcohol. That'll make my eyes happy.
God damn.
No, these are actually contacts I got from, I think, like the robot or some shit, or like their advanced ones.
Yeah, demons.
But he doesn't know that. He doesn't know that, and I wouldn't tell him that. I'd say they're contacts.
Unless you've got other pairs, they're actually high-end Night City contacts. So actually listen to the podcast when you got them.
Okay. So yeah.
Oh, in that case, yeah. He looked at them. Now keep in mind they're full eye things. They're not like
they are
contacts. And he looks at them and goes because he's like, this is not what contacts need to be. They should be little pieces of glass you stuff into your eye and bleed around them. But you can see slightly better through the blood.
There's no electricity in them. There's no demons in them.
Which do you want, the contacts or the fucking shades that you picked up yourself from an old-timey place?
I'll keep the shades. It gives me a cool, mysterious vibe.
Excellent. Right. So, yeah. There you go.
Let's
Gotham.
Let's find a library or some such and do some research. Hang on a second. Something I've got to check.
Safe houses left here. That's all.
Pardon?
Do we have any safe houses left in this zone, or were they all compromised?
Well, actually, that was something I was curious about. No, where is it? Sorry, I was just trying to find my monies. I think I had a bit of cash for this place still.
Why don't you guys discuss your plans? I'm going to go to the restroom real quick. Because I like to pee.
All right. So when you were doing your, I think you mentioned previously when we were thinking about taking out the masked one, that you knew where his lair was.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So is it worth checking that out?
Yeah.
Or is that a fair way out? So
I think it's been long enough. I think we probably want to first maybe have a look at a distance just in case there is still anyone watching it.
Yeah, because I was just thinking I don't know what happened to all the Renfields that he had, whether or not they've all gone, depending on the mythology, they've all gone crazy with his death, or they've reverted back to normal, or
I'm not sure, but maybe you're right with doing a library thing first. Maybe we can find some news footage of
Yeah,
the afterwards to see.
Yeah, and I'm also
Yeah.
just in regards to if we're still wanted.
Yeah.
And that's the other thing, whether or not we try and get in touch with, say, Goldstein and to organise to see, because to see what the situation is lawyer wise, etc.
Yeah. Because I don't know, like he told us to like go quiet for a while.
Yeah, it has been a while. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah. All right, let's work it all out. Let's
Yeah.
what's going down. Like this plan.
All right, so let's go to the library then.
A spanking, a spanking. What do you guys do?
We're doing old school. We're going to the library to do research.
All right, you guys walk down the city streets and such, hoping that your disguises work. They totally do. And eventually, despite being some of the most wanted people in the country, you guys go to the library. You're not able to check out any books. Obviously, you have no library cards, but this is the kind of library that card catalogs are very much a thing.
Really?
You guys, oh yeah.
They have computers for like.
They do, but you notice the computers have been kind of shuffled off to one side. Like these are becoming less important now.
Yes. I knew one day my time would come.
So is it like shifting to like the 80s? Is what it looks like? Like
shifting pre-1950s almost.
Is it shifting that far back?
You're not really sure where it's going to go yet.
I like this place.
Fuck Dewey and his decimal system.
Take a card, Chris. We've all felt that way. So,
God damn it. Oh, good. Your best gun, most used, most expensive. Gunsmithing to upkeep it. Okay.
You have a gun? You own a gun?
No. I mean, not. Okay, so now would this apply to my laser gun?
Yeah, it's a gun. It's got gun in the title, laser gun.
But it says gunsmithing.
Yeah, I'd let you use laser gunsmithing. Or
Okay.
while you're researching, he sits down and disassembles a fucking zap gun laser thing that looks like a kind of a 1950s kid's toy laser, which fits completely in. People ignore him. They think he's building a super overly complicated children's toy. So what are you two doing?
Researching, looking at the papers just to get a feel of what's going on.
Yeah, I can get on this.
Wow, newspaper. No problem. He's looking
Well,
at
they've got
the
a card catalog, so I'm assuming they've got newspapers and stuff like
Oh
that.
yeah. Big, on the big sticks and stuff. Yeah. You see Alex, he's like looking at like newsprint that's stuck to his fingers. He's like,
You do understand that my library research use is absolutely terrible.
Nice. Both of you give me just general library research roles at full, and I'll kind of give you an overview of what's up now.
No.
Library research.
He's been distracted by like the equivalent of the Kardashians.
Yeah, by -30.
Some weird shit's going on, Pete. Apparently, people are beginning to display superhero powers, but they're the lamest, worst possible powers. Like there's Squirrel Man, who can command normal squirrels.
Well, actually, that's not so lame, as Squirrel Girl is one of the strongest when you look at who she's managed to defeat with normal squirrels, she's actually one of the strongest superheroes in the Marvel universe.
Logan doesn't follow superheroes. I'm trying to give you lame powers.
Sorry, but yeah, Squirrel Girl is. I mean, it sounds like a lame one, but they've actually been very creative as what she's been able to do with what she's done with the squirrels and the supervillains that she's managed to actually take down.
God damn it!
It's quite bizarre.
God
She's
damn.
quite a popular. She's big. The latest run, she's become quite popular.
Gotcha.
Squirrel Girl.
Let's see. The Injustice League, of course, is still America's most wanted because
Who's that then? That would be us.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh yeah. Who's that? Oh, we're that. Yeah.
Yeah. So that was something that was part of what I was going to start.
Oh yeah. You guys. You've achieved definite notoriety here, but yeah, it's just regular people are coming up with weird powers and stuff. They also have Fart Man, which is like powdered toast man, but he has to eat a lot of beans. And then
becoming Mystery Men and Batman here at the same time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's exactly what's going on here. So.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. It's let's see, can I find there's also Food Man, he's one of the more powerful superheroes now. They have superheroes and supervillains, but Food Man builds robots out of food. It takes a lot of food and stuff, but then he has like a robot, and he's Food Man's a supervillain, and one of the superheroes is complaining that every time he has to punch cans of Spam, well, the Spam is no longer in the can. Every time he has to punch Spam apart, it splatters all over him and shit, and they're just relentless.
He needs his own theme music that every time he punches that, they sing the Spam song.
They do have a theme music guy who has his own theme music and such. He used to be a thief, but he had to retire because, tense music plays every time he's trying to sneak. So yeah, there's a lot of just weird, strange superpowers that superheroes and supervillains are getting. So since you got it at half, are you interested in spending the rest of your day piecing together what's going on with the superpowers, Pete? Or is that enough info? Because you did make a really good research roll.
It was minus 30. Yeah, I mean, unless the guys want to move on to other stuff, because there's different things we want to look into.
Well, Chris will have a chance to look into other stuff, as will Alex, who seems to be. Oh, give me an origami roll there, Alex. You have a whole newspaper. You could make a nifty hat out of it if you felt like it. No problem. He's got a whole bunch. You know how you make the newspaper volcanoes and shit out of like flour and water or something? He's done that with a suit of the newspapers, like the expensive ones from different countries. And he's like, I am newspaper man. And some guy's like, the newspaper man, the new supervillain, and ran off like, ah. So yeah, he's Pete, if you'd like to continue your research into superpowers, those two will get new library research rolls. So
yeah, all right, yeah, I'll continue my research. So just to give us a bit more of an understanding of what's going on here.
I will get back to you then. What do you two want to research? You've gotten your gun back together, Chris, from your roll. You don't know if it works yet. You're going to have to shoot somebody and possibly disintegrate them to find out. But that will tell you for sure. You think it'll work, but really,
I want to look at the supervillains in the area that, like, who are they really after? I know that the Injustice League are like in the nation, But since we've not been here, like how much time has passed, and how wanted are we at this point? Like,
Sure.
like
So
are we
go ahead
just
and make a research roll there?
half?
That looks good. What are you wanting to research there, Matt?
Has anyone found Batman's hidden lair?
Give me a research roll. That's a great question.
I get it. Oh my gosh.
Weird.
Done.
Just.
No, if they found it, they don't know that they have. Let's go with that.
Okay.
Or nobody's announced it.
Right. Yeah. Okay. What you found out, Chris? There's just a lot of minor fuckery that isn't really interesting to you as far as supervillains in this area and shit. There's like people if you wanted to go fight Bartman or some bullshit, but they seem to just be squabbling more for dick measuring than like trying to do anything, if that makes sense. What Pete discovered that's really interesting is that the super to answer your other question about 2 months, Chris. The other thing that Pete found out though is that the superpowers seem to be slowly growing. People who
as in strength.
Yeah.
And
yeah. So the every couple weeks, then somebody a little stronger comes out and whatever. It was not an easy pattern to find out, but yeah. And also, give me a evidence analysis roll, Pete. Make it
I wonder
sexy.
what color AI has taken root here now. Evidence analysis. Minus 60 or a quarter.
Fuck's sake.
Is that 16 up there?
I love that's sexy. I love the sheet. The interesting thing is that these all the people that are getting it seem to be normal people, not Doras or anything like that. It seems to be purely normal background people type deal.
And it appears to be random. As in, it doesn't from what little evidence that would be in the paper as to unless people actually they know that's Joe Bloggs who lives there from the paparazzi.
Yeah,
it's not like people in a particular area, or it's just all over the. I suppose is it just in Gotham, or is it all over the United States, or all over the world?
No, it's kind of all over the world, but for some reason nobody seems to care about anything outside of the U.S. or the city. So, but yeah, because that's how they roll in the U.S. Yeah, but let's see. With that, also the interesting thing is, what was the interesting thing? It'll come back to me. I'll tell you when I remember it, because you know I was thinking about our shit. But yeah, you believe that it's slowly growing. Oh, I got it. The interesting thing is also the police seem to be and the government seem to be getting dumber and more corrupt. So essentially sliding into Gotham City Batman style.
Okay.
But it's, I mean, and Arkham Sanatorium has been established.
Yeah, because I vaguely recall that was the last time we were here when Batman's still alive. That was getting built.
You see a picture of the sanatorium?
Arkham Sanatorium? Oh.
I assume when it was open, there was pictures in the paper or something.
Yes. It looks like Arkham Sanatorium. Hold on.
There's lots of different variations depending on the comic and the TV show, etc. They're computer games. Were you wondering if it was a particular location?
I was wondering if it was maybe the building we were trapped in last
Hard to say because you never saw it from the outside.
Yeah, but we looked out the window, so I mean, if it's got a mountain range close to it, we know
Oh,
it's-
the Arkham Sanatorium
Good question.
because you're in does not have mountains near it because you're in California.
Nice thinking, though, Alex.
It is. Take a card there, Alex. That would have been just a little extra freakiness. Now there could be some connection. It's hard to say.
I don't know. I had the impression that it was like was a lot like the hospital from the village, and it could have been like a pocket dimension.